welcome to our vlog. I'm Candice.
I'm Becca and this is Dexter.
Okay, so today we wanted to talk about our TTC journey, which is our trying to conceive journey. We've seen a lot of people online posting about it, and we've been trying to get as much information as physically possible for us to get it done.
Get started properly.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so we started in
2008, September 2018.
Okay, so September 2018. That's when we started home insemination, which for us wasn't great.
It wasn't the best experience. We looked online on Pride Angels or something.
Yeah,
online, basically like Amazon but for sperm donors. And it wasn't a great experience.
so it's basically like online dating but for sperm, which is the weirdest experience ever. It's a big minefield. Not that it can't work for some people.
Yeah, it just didn't work for us.
Yeah. So
lots of creeps.
A lot of creeps.
A lot of weirdos.
But you know, we met we met one donor through there.
He was really nice.
He was nice.
But it did take a while to find him.
Yes, and he wasn't as readily available as we would have liked.
Or would have needed.
Which is okay, because, you know, he had
his life and
his own life.
He was helping us hugely.
Which is when we decided to try and find someone else, wasn't it? Because the availability wasn't there. So we then found another guy. Again, he was really nice. The only thing with that is we'd have to go to a hotel. And obviously we'd have to pay for the hotel, which is fine. But for me, I didn't feel completely comfortable with the environment.
No.
With my body.
Felt a bit seedy.
Yeah. Not that it was, but it felt it.
And not to say it wouldn't work for someone else, it just for us it didn't feel right. It didn't feel like that's what we were supposed to be doing.
Yeah. So, I mean, how many times did we do that?
Only a couple. Probably November and December.
But home insemination in total, so probably lasted about 6 months, maybe a bit longer than that, isn't it? Yeah. So that didn't work for us. We now have a known donor.
Yeah.
To us, who it just makes so much more sense.
Once we step back and look at what we were looking for in a donor.
Exactly. People probably would want to ask why we wanted to do home insemination in the first place. At the time, money
was a big,
and for a lot of people
bonus.
That's a problem, not having the money
immediately
to do IUI or IVF. Which is why we do it, and we know people who have gotten pregnant through home insemination.
And it works for a lot of people. It just so happens it didn't work for us.
You know, and some might argue that we didn't do it for long enough, but I think the way it made me feel, I don't think that I would have gotten pregnant that way anyway, just because I felt quite uncomfortable with the situation.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think my body was ready to be pregnant.
Your mind was like,
yeah, exactly. There. So when we found when we discussed it with our known donor, who is fantastic, he's readily available, he's really supportive of us.
Yeah.
And
wants to help as well.
Absolutely, wants to help. Doesn't want any involvement with said child.
Isn't asking for anything.
Yeah.
And also knows we're not expecting.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything from him.
And
apart from what we need.
Yeah, exactly.
That we do expect.
So we tried home insemination for a while with him as well. But I think for us, we just got tired of negative pregnancy tests
every month. It was so hard.
And
to get so close. And there were so many times where you'd get to like the day before you were due on and you hadn't come on yet.
And then, but the symptoms are so similar as well. So
we Googled, how many times did we Google early pregnancy symptoms?
Yeah, so we'd be thinking about, so I'd be like, oh, my boobs are a bit sore, or
is that implantation bleeding?
Yeah, I'm getting a bit of cramping, things like that. And that they're so similar, and then you kind of get your hopes and you think, oh, maybe it feels a bit different this time.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I wouldn't be pregnant.
There was that one time where your period was late.
Yeah.
By a day or two. And it was...
No, I think it was about 5 days. I'm like clockwork. I'm like bang on every time.
So when it was actually late, it was...
Yeah, it was like...
sick. Like, I was like, oh my God, it's actually worked. And then when it hadn't, it was... it sort of knocked us back a lot.
Yeah.
So, like, emotionally, it was just...
Yeah, definitely.
It's just draining.
So we took a break for quite a while.
Which definitely...
We needed
to do. We got married in that break.
Yeah, we got married, which is good, obviously. Mrs. O'Byrne.
Mrs.
And Mrs. O'Byrne.
We got, yeah.
You took my name, didn't you?
I did.
Lucky you.
It's the cursed name.
Anyway. Yeah, so we took a break, got married, which was amazing.
Enjoyed our summer.
Yeah, had an amazing summer.
Went out, did stuff.
Yeah, didn't really think too much about babies, pregnancy or anything.
It was still on our minds. It was still something we still were like really wanting to do, but we just let ourselves sort of forget it for a bit, just for our own
sanity, really.
Yeah, we just needed to step back from it and think, okay, we just need a little bit of time to sort ourselves out and think what we're going to do and that sort of thing. We just needed, what was it, like 5-6 months, something like that?
Yeah, something like that. So yeah, now we're here, still in lockdown, hopefully coming out of lockdown soon.
Approaching the start of June.
Yeah.
Been in lockdown since the middle of March.
Yeah, who knows how long this is going to go on for.
No idea.
But we saw that IVF clinics were starting to open back up, which is why we discussed, we'd spoken about it previously anyway, sort of on and off over the past year and a half, 2 years, something
it's
like
always
that.
been on our minds as a thing that...
One, can we afford it?
Yeah.
2, is it a viable option for us?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
just, it had been there. We'd thought about it. We'd looked into it a little bit, not hugely.
Yeah, I think we always had it in our heads that whatever we did, that I would carry first, because I'm a little bit
senior,
slightly older than Becca. So I'm 31. Becca's 27. 27. I knew that. Not that I'm a granny or anything. But
no, but
it made sense for me to go first.
It made more sense for you to go first.
Yeah,
and that had been the plan
pretty much
from the
start,
wasn't
it? Because of that.
And plus, you were always more keen on carrying.
Yeah.
I am now, but when it started, I was like, nah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I wasn't worried about not.
But I mean, even we did think about reciprocal IVF, which is where
into that for a bit.
We were looking into Becca carrying my
eggs. Your bun,
yeah.
My oven.
You'd be the oven, I'd be the bun.
In which case we'd still be using
each other's eggs.
But I mean, we'd be using your eggs first.
Yeah. The only thing is as well that obviously if time sort of cracked on after the first baby, I'd still have to basically once you're in your 30s, beyond sort of 35, that's when it starts to
getting trickier.
Yeah. So
and obviously it still happens, people still get pregnant beyond that, but generally speaking,
yeah, it's not really, it's not actually a huge thing over here yet either. It's more of something in the US, isn't it, with the reciprocal. I think it's getting more popular
quite a few clinics we looked into didn't actually offer that service,
and the ones who did, it is obscenely expensive.
So expensive. Because essentially it's
2 lots.
It's like having IVF, 2 lots of IVF in one go. We'd both have to take medications. We'd both have to have different procedures.
Yeah.
And although when we first talked about it, it was we were in love with the idea, weren't we? We were like, oh my god, this is amazing. We can both be involved. But once we looked into it and realised how much it was going to cost,
Yeah.
we were like, no, maybe this isn't
Not the best idea for us. Yeah.
We couldn't, it just wasn't.
It wasn't financially possible, was it?
For us.
Realistically.
And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter really whose egg it is, who carries. Our baby.
Yeah, it's going to be our child,
no
regardless.
matter what. So we did drop that idea pretty quick, though, didn't we?
Yeah.
Once we realised that not many clinics did do it, the clinics that did do it is looking up to between 6 and 8 grand for one cycle.
Yeah.
For me, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth the risk of it not working.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so we've done obviously lots of research. We've looked at other YouTubers who have either gone through this process or are currently going through the process. We've read loads of stuff.
So much. Written down notes.
Yeah.
Whatever we can do to research the procedure and clinics, like, we've done.
Yeah, so basically we found a clinic now that we really like.
Yeah.
It
was quite easy to find the clinic. We were pretty happy with that clinic.
We've heard a lot
from the start.
Of good things about this clinic, and the pricing is so much. We don't work for them, by the way. The pricing is so straightforward.
Not sponsored.
Yeah, the pricing is so straightforward in comparison to all of the
other clinic websites.
Yeah, because there's all these extras that you don't know if you need.
It was really hard. We found, maybe it's just because we're thick, but we found it really hard to find like a list of this is happening and this is the price. Everything was split up into individual prices. Nothing was a total.
Yeah.
And that was kind of tricky to figure out what.
But yeah, this particular clinic in London, yeah, like I said, we've heard really good things. It's affordable.
It's not too far away from us. I mean, it's still far, but
I mean, we live in Hertfordshire, so we're just outside of London, really.
Some of the other clinics we're looking at were further away.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've had our consultation. During that consultation, we will speak to the consultant, and then we think a patient coordinator who will book in or help us book in for your scans and blood work that you need.
Yeah, so from what I know is that the initial scan is just to check that I'm okay and that my my egg baskets are
eggs are bountiful.
Yeah, my eggs are bountiful. Yeah, so they check that all that's okay. They do blood work to just check like my hormones and stuff like that. Check that all that is in check.
I was going to say in place.
Yes, well, I hope my blood's in place and I hope my hormones are in place. Yeah, so from there, depending on where I am in my cycle, would be when the decision is made to start me on my treatment.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm not going to lie, I'm a bit nervous about injecting myself every day. And you are the worst with needles.
I'm not good with gore.
It's not gore. It's
not even gory, but we watched a video of someone doing the injections and it made my legs go funny. I couldn't watch it. And I was so... Before we watched it, I was like, yeah, I'll do your injections, that's fine. And then we watched that video, I was like, oh, maybe just do that by yourself.
Can I just say one thing? Becca works in a school and there was a child there who had a nosebleed and she fainted.
That's happened more than once. That's happened on more than one occasion.
Be proud of.
I'm not proud, it's just a fact.
So yeah, so Becca won't be injecting me, it'll be me injecting myself, lucky me.
I'll be there.
I'm sure you will be. Yeah, on the floor. Yeah, so that's pretty much what we're going to do. We just wanted to start doing this so we could start, well, we just wanted to document the whole thing, you know, to help other people. But
that are in the same situation as us.
Exactly, because we are like starved almost of like information. That's how we felt initially. We didn't know what to look for, who was going through the same thing, which is why for us YouTube has been really helpful in that regard.
A lot of information is targeted at same-sex. No. A lot of information is targeted at straight couples, and although lots of places are really good, they have no problem with treating same-sex couples. The information is different.
Yeah, exactly. And how they kind of deal with us.
Yeah, we just needed someone, and we have found a few great channels that we've been watching a lot of, and we just wanted to join part of that, so maybe we could help someone else, another family going through the same thing.
Yeah, but also for us, we'll be able to look back on it, and hopefully when we have our own little family, it'll be quite nice to look back on.
Remember what we went through.
So this isn't the start of our TTC journey as such, because we started really in September of 2018, but this is the start of our IVF journey.
Yeah.
And we are like, that's all. The thing is, at the moment, it's all we can seem to think about, isn't it?
Well, the fact that neither of us, we can't leave the house.
Yeah.
We're not seeing other people. It's all we can think about is because we have nothing else to do.
Yeah. I mean, the good thing is good thing is you go back to work next week, so you will be distracted.
I will be able to bring in news from the outside world.
Yeah. And then I'm going back to work week after next.
Not long after.
Yeah. So we'll see, and hopefully it all happens quite quickly. We don't want it to like consume our lives.
It will.
It will probably, because
we have to try and know it.
It's our first time doing it, and we know we need to try and be smart, and you know, try and just breathe and
positive attitudes.
Exactly. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But if you watch this and you have any questions or anything you want to ask us, please feel free to ask, because any information that we have, we would be more than happy to pass on.
And if you have any tips for us, please leave them down below, because we are
if you've got any
accepting
tips,
all
advice,
information right now.
Yeah, literally.
Anything
any
will help
books,
us.
any videos,
please share with us, because we need that.
Yeah.
It's all going to be good. It's all going to be fine. Everything's going to go the way it's supposed to. Just have to wait. It's all a waiting game from now.
That's right. So hopefully you'll be able to see it too.
I can't do
Where's
thumbs
Dexter?
up. My thumbs are too
Oh, Dexter
long.
doesn't have thumbs, it's okay.
Bye!